iron gate and a restroom.
So, become the highest quality, same as...
What are you doing?
It's only a crazy parent like you that would try to sabotage a child. I did what I did. Every time.
I got to go.
Hello and welcome again to another awesome and entertaining moment on Movie Flick. I'm your host Femi Davis, and it promises to be very interesting today. All our segments are of course well packaged for your delight, from our exclusive guest segment, Nollywood stars, moments and events, and a whole lot more you are going to enjoy. But guess what? If you are watching for the first time, it's going to be fun. If you have been watching, this is another one, an awesome time to watch. So sit back, relax, and enjoy every of the segment. We'll be back after this break.
Our box office movie to watch this week is A Celebrity, a mind-blowing kind of movie produced in 2021. Produced by Cynthia Agholor and directed by Paul Julius, The Celebrity features a unique cast of Kalu Ikeagu, Chinyere Nwabueze, Cynthia Agholor, Tony Aposhiri, Chris Ubani Roberts, and MC Hold Something, amongst others.
I don't care who you are anymore, but whatever ties us together is severed from this moment on. Hey! Mommy! You both are killers of my unborn child!
I told you that she's a demon. This girl that my son married as a wife.
The Celebrity centers its story around Chelsea, an ex-movie star married to Dave, a gentle, easygoing businessman who loves, trusts, and respects her dearly. Chelsea is a master in her game of deceit, but Dave's mother will not tolerate such a character. It is a must-watch.
Yes, welcome back. If you're just watching, this is Movie Flick and my name is Femi. Yes, my first segment on the show today, like I told you, is going to be very interesting. You're going to be seeing my guests. This is the exclusive guest segment. Watch this.
Our guest this week is a native of Agbor, Delta State, Nigeria. She is a model, producer, and a filmmaker, born on the 27th of May 1980 in Lagos. She had an early education at St.Jude Primary School Ejeta. She then proceeded to Girls Secondary Commercial School, Aba. She bagged a Higher National Diploma in Marketing from the Federal Polytechnic Oko. She started her career as a kid actor in the popular TV series Tales by Moonlight on the network service of the Nigerian Television Authority in the early 80s. Our guest started her career in the film industry proper in 1995 when she debuted in a movie titled Heartbeat, a Chico Ejiro production. She has featured in more than 80 Nigerian movies, some of which include Lake of Fire, Tears for Tomorrow, Glamour Boys, Sergent Okoro, Glamour Girls. She has also won fleet of awards, some of which are City People Entertainment Awards for Most Promising Actress in Nigeria, Nollywood Entertainment Germany Awards, Afrima Awards, nominated at African Magic Viewers Choice Awards as Best New Actress in Nigeria. Our guest left the movie industry in 2016 for other businesses, but was back in 2021 with the production The Celebrity. Her current movie, Made at Sunshine, will premiere very soon. Let's meet, greet, and make welcome our creative, talented, gorgeous, and stunning guest, Cynthia Agholor.
I'm in the studio, a very beautiful woman. That's when I say beautiful, she's glowing. And of course, just talking about where she's coming from, how her career started, she is not looking at age. She's someone I could refer to short of the soil, or better put, daughter of the soil, because she started here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome with me in the studio, Cynthia Agholor. I hope I tried.
Yeah, you did.
So how you doing?
I'm fine,
Welcome,
thank you.
welcome.
Yeah.
So, welcome back. It's homecoming for you.
Yes, that's it. It's just
homecoming.
like homecoming,
Having been amongst the few people who can boast to say they started career way back in NTA.
Yeah.
So it's good to have you back home.
Thank you.
Should I just be seated while you interview me, or get this?
No, you have to do it.
Okay, so you're welcome. How has it been for you? From Kiddies Vision 101 back then, until now. I mean, how was it back then starting as a kid?
Okay, it was, that period was like we doing something that we love doing, and no money attached. I wasn't eager for what is going to come out from it. It's just the fun of doing that, passion of doing what we love to do. I was just there. I was happy every day that I could do what I love doing. And I can remember those days, all of us, barely all of us, we had Kiddies Vision 101 is like a studio. We have to do drama. We're all happy, even though we still get paid anyway, peanuts, but we don't care.
It wasn't compared to
what we don't even care. We overlove it. When we even get extra, it's like being paid for what you love doing. So it was just something that we love, and I also started with NTA. I started in NTA Test by Moonlight.
Oh, wow.
We had so many programs that period that were just. Yeah.
Also, I also know you are also a model. So how did that start for you? How did you model?
Yes.
At what point did you think, or were you inspired to go into modeling?
No, I at that period because I started earlier. I started when I was 6 years old, and as I was growing through this. Everybody was like, you could be a model and all that. I had that body. I was slim. I was, so I had to go for the training. Then I started modeling. I had some jobs I did that period. I had endorsement. I was endorsed for different products. I think the most popular one then was Danny's Bridal. They have it on CNN advert. They had it on billboards all over Lagos, yes, then. So it was fun. I was just doing everything for fun those days. And, but the modeling one, the modeling jobs, I started, feeling the impact because I would be getting money, and I was like, oh really?
Were paying even more.
Yeah, they were paying more than the movie, until I got into the movie Nollywood proper. That was when I now had the taste of what it is, what I'm doing. So what I'm doing is worth it. So I can get such money,
But the way you even said, I mean, I'm more particular about the way you said you got the fury feel of what it is that when you got into Nollywood proper, you started feeling the money
I became selfish, greedy, because the first time I starred in a movie, I was paid 5,000 at that. As at that time, 5,000 was like, I don't know how to describe it, maybe like 5 million or something. I've never seen that.
You were going to be paid 5,000 then, or you were done?
I didn't know. So we were just like, I just left NTA. Okay. I said for the first time when we did the movie, and they told me they are going to pay me 5,000. I hope it's okay. I was like,
okay, is that understandable?
5,000 for me. So you mean I can still do something in this industry and get paid like that? So I was very excited. At a point, I became interested, and I kept doing it, and I was like getting paid even higher, paid and all that. I was like, so there's actually money in this whole thing. Those, I can remember those marketers those days. They actually spoiled us with money that period.
But I mean,
they pay well.
You not compare what it was then to what it is now.
No. So what it is now, we have better movies, we have better pictures, better ideas, but the pay compared to how excited it was those days when they pay you. These days is nothing. Especially because
you mean the pay now is not as exciting as it used to be back
it's
then?
not, because everything has, I don't know, those days, we have more views, we have more. It was always exciting, even when the quality of the movies are not okay. Now we have more quality of movies, we have more everything, more ideas. We are selling to the world. The world recognizes Nigeria because of Nollywood. But the artists are not really being paid
Well,
compared to how they are being sold out of the world.
oh,
You see, so
get your
things
point.
are not really.
so you're saying that proportional to the amount being made on the movie,
Yeah.
the actors are not being paid in that
Yeah,
value.
well, some movies actually make it a lot of money. But even as at that, the money paid to the artist can't be compared to what they sell.
They sell.
And why some movies too, they don't just sell. It's not, the sales are not really much. The money they get from the sales are not much because maybe the channel they used. But you don't depend on payment after the movie is out. You pay before the movie is out.
course.
You pay
So that
before you
happens
shoot.
when the
So
movie
whatever
gets
happens,
very
yes,
successful.
yes. So
We're actually still going to get there because I know there have been a lot of blockbuster movies
Yes.
that had made a lot, even beyond what the producers
That's
expect.
true, that's
And
true.
So what kept coming to my mind is what happens when that movie goes. But we'll get there. But I need to also take you from scratch. Like
Okay.
so, you told me. Very interesting story was the first time you had the first major Nollywood movie.
yeah.
The 5,000 naira movie.
Yes.
Is there other significant things you can remember about acting on that set?
Well, it's still the
And
same
if
thing.
possible, the
I
title of the
I had confidence because I was in NTA. NTA is a place where nobody looks at your face. We had the highest directors here. We had the highest producers here. We had the best here. So we get our training at any time. Any set you want to be we had a lot of programs those days, and we always attend these programs, any program at all in NT. So, and most of our directors are those learned ones, the producers, the artistic directors. So I had a lot of confidence, and we went for the audition. And when I got to the audition, I know they were going to pick me because I had confidence. I know where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
So they picked me. I was excited, but I didn't know that the money was going to be big anyway. So I had confidence, and that's just it. I got the role and got the money.
The money.
The money, yeah.
The money. So moving, it kept going. How's the growth been for you? And of course, at what movie would you say is your first major production? Your own production.
Okay, my first major production is Sincerely Yours. The name of the title of the movie is
What year
Sincerely.
was it?
That was in 2006. 2006. I produced that movie for somebody. It wasn't entirely I was just the producer.
Oh, okay.
But I had an executive producer. So I did that movie. It was like a challenge because I actually wrote the story as well.
You also acted in the movie?
Yes, I acted in the movie. I played the major role. I wrote the story. I produced the movie.
So I hope you paid yourself well.
Well, it is when I produced that movie that I got to realize that, sometimes there could be challenges. You want to satisfy your actors first before yourself.
Get the best of them.
Yeah, before you can satisfy yourself. So I had to bear some certain things. I used it as something that I used that, movie to learn teach myself how I could handle other artists under my care. So I used it. I learned how to talk to people, how to tolerate people, because our artists, I don't know what is just there. There's this pride that is in every artist, in every actor, or should I say artists in general. they have this pride a lot, and if you don't have the mind, you can't deal with them. So I had a lot of troubles, quarrels, reconciliation. I use that as my stepping stone. Yeah.
I mean, it's also interesting. I mean, being the producer, you must also have getting used to people, how to manage people.
Yeah.
Would you say along the line, the journey of being a producer, there was a very significant, most memorable moment on set?
Yeah, I can't forget when I did My Sister, My Child. I can't forget the troubles I got. One of the is a major star in the industry. She's part of the movie. She was part of that movie. That was the biggest challenge I've ever had on movie set. Yeah, I can't even forget that day. You know, she was supposed to. I don't know the problem she had with me. You know, they always have problem with the producer.
Of course.
So I don't know the problem she had with me. She was supposed to shoot an accident scene. She was supposed to have an accident, but she refuses. She says she's not going to shoot the accident. She's not interested in she's interested in. Yeah, but
she had the script
it's
before.
a major. Yeah, she had the script and she was well paid. I made sure that I didn't price. You know, sometimes when you tell them, this is what I want to pay you, and they say no, you want to beat it. I didn't beat with her because I don't want stress. But yet I still got the stress. So she told me she was not going to shoot that scene. I said, this scene is the most challenging scene in the movie. That scene is, without that scene, there is no that movie. The accident scene. Without that accident scene, no, My Sister, My Child, because that's the scene that will that is going to connect everything, the twist of the movie. So she refuses. She says she's not going to shoot it. I told myself, I said, God. I just went to a corner. I started cracking my brain. She left. She said she's not going to shoot it. She left. Everybody talked to her, the director, everybody tried. They even wanted to know if she needed more money. She said she's not interested. She doesn't want to do it. She doesn't want to fall on the floor. We said we are going to put foam for you. She said she's not going to do that. I cracked my brain. I said, God, what am I going to do? I was trying to see then something came up in my mind. I said, okay, fine. I can't rewrite this story because if I rewrite that scene, it's going to change the entire story. So what I did that day, I started.
Can't change the actor.
I can't change the actor here for continuity. I must use the actor. Yeah. So I thought to myself. I said, okay, fine. Everybody stop. People stop calling her. Let me see what to do. And then it occurred to me that I called the costumier. I said, do you have the costume she used? Because already they've taken her to the hospital. But we need to shoot the accident scene because the accident scene is the person that hit her and took her to the hospital is her daughter that she didn't. It's supposed to be her daughter, okay. But she didn't know and they didn't know. And from the vehicle, from the going to the hospital, a lot of discovery were made. So I had to. She must be in the accident scene. So what I did was I had to call the costumier. I asked the costumier, "Do you have the costume?" She said yes. I said okay, fine. I called the makeup artist. And I was just looking at the whole cast and crew, looking. I saw somebody that looks like her. Because I know abroad, they, in US, Hollywood and all that, they have double stunts and all that. I was not checking, am I going to do these stunts without the face? So somebody that has her color and her kind of skin, I said they should dress her up. Wow. The director was looking at me that, what are you doing? Are you crazy? I said, don't worry, I know what I'm doing. He said, are you crazy? I said, I know what I'm doing, don't worry. So they put on the costume, put on the makeup. I told the director, I said, maybe what you guys do is take her from the neck down. Forget the face. Wow. We will achieve it. So, just when they want to, that scene where they're supposed to, the daughter is supposed to look at the face and all that. In fact, we did everything with that. She up to today, she's still upset with me for doing that thing, making it look like her.
Later.
She watched it and she was like,
So what was it
this
like?
is
What
not
did you
me.
take out
I
or
don't
see
know.
entirely?
I don't know.
And in all sincerity, in my conversations with directors, I mean, they get to also work with people who tend to be difficult. I mean,
Very
they don't
difficult.
They don't act like they're going to be difficult at the beginning, but you get to that set, it says, she says, no, I can't.
No, I can't do it. That's
And
it.
you're like, why? And in my interaction, just the same way you mentioned it, that actors can be very difficult.
Very
I
difficult.
think it's still the same thing that plays now. That it gets to some point acting like this is not going to be this is not going to be that. So away from that scene, that scenario, and I mean, I'm sure, do you have any reason to also work with the person, that same actor, afterwards?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't. And after that, I didn't. But we met in several sets, other people's sets, but each time we meet in other people's sets, well, the cordial relationship is there. But I wouldn't call this person for my own movie because I wouldn't want that stress anymore. You should have seen this, as in, like, I would be crying. Like, producers cry on sets, because of what artists, does. And because of that, if I'm working as an artist as an actress, just an actress for another person's production, I like to keep to the root because I know what they are going through, the producers. I like to do everything to everything they ask me to do, I'll do it. Because I know how they suffer.
Oh.
Movies to put your money on this week are
Early hours of this morning, the latest victim of a vicious kidnapper whose identity we're yet to uncover escaped from the house where she had been held hostage for the past 6 weeks.
So, what do we know? Absolutely nothing.
We know a lot about how he carries out his operations, but absolutely nothing about the man.
Who be that?
Who you be?
We don't know where he lives, if he's married, if he has kids.
You're my biggest inspiration on the force. I just want to learn. I want to learn from the best.
These ruthless kidnappers have terrorized Lagos for the past few years.
And
you miss him, Ko? Who? Your late husband, Mana. How many years has it been now?
Their father is dead.
Can you forgive me?
What for? What have you done, my darling? I cannot go back to them and tell them that he has resurrected. He is dead.
Vicky, please.
Do you know each other?
Yes.
No.
Yes, hope you found that very interesting conversation with Cynthia. My next segment is Nollywood Stars. You will enjoy this.
our diaspora star this week is a British actor of Nigerian descent. Star is an actor, a director, and a successful serial entrepreneur. Emmanuel, as fondly called, was born on the 10th of March 1998 in Nigeria. He moved to the United Kingdom in 1994 at the age of 6. Star attended St. Dunstan's College, London, where he had his first taste of acting by playing numerous roles. Emmanuel Akintunde proceeded to the prestigious New York Conservation to study dramatic arts in 2009. Emmanuel obtained a Bachelor of Arts in International and Business Marketing at the University of Gloucestershire, London, between 2007 to 2011. Emmanuel Akintunde started his professional career as an extra on UK's international film. He has featured in some movies, some of which includes The University Declaration of Human Rights, Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time, Love and Money, Edge of Tomorrow, Exodus, Gods and Kings, and many other television series. Emmanuel Akintunde has awards to his name, like the Gathering of Africa's Best Awards, Spirits of London Awards. He is the founder and MD at GF Entertainment, University of Gloucestershire, and Boutique Entertainments. He is one of the notable UK's top 100 black graduates, making Nigerians proud.
I hope you find today's episode very interesting because I enjoyed it. So next time is another time. Stick around with us for another episode of Movie Flick. My name again is Femi.
That will try to sabotage a chance I did what anyone saw.